Dr. ZaKir did not understand what the reality is. Hello friends, how are you today? Good. I just come today to you with something which make me laugh. It's about Dr. ZaKir as usual. There is a Muslim girl is asking him about a question that whether the Quran was written by Satan, the devil, or not. How do you know? That's a question. And he's replying. Let's listen and make our conclusion. Let's listen him first.
He replied to a non-Muslim who says that Quran is written by a Satan. Thank you.
The sister posed the question that how will you reply to a non-Muslim who says that Quran has been written by Satan? Sister, if Satan had written the Quran, why would he mention in Surah Nahl, chapter 16, verse number 98, that when you recite the Quran, say, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem? Why will Satan write in his own book that whenever you recite my book, say, I seek refuge with Allah from Satan the accursed? Why will Satan write in his own book? Why will he curse himself in his own book? Further, if you read Quran, it says in Surah Araf, chapter 7, verse number 200, that whenever you get a message from Satan, seek refuge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why will the Satan himself write in his own book that when you hear a message from me, you go and seek refuge with Allah? And for the Satan, Allah is an avowed enemy.
All right, let's see what Satan is and how Satan, the devil, works. Let's see from the Bible, and then we'll look at the Quran. And I have a question for Dr. ZaKir. We read in the book of John, the Gospel of John 44, Jesus Christ is talking about Satan. You are about the people who are the religious people of that time, the Jewish. Jesus was speaking to them. Let's read. You are of your father the devil. You want to do the desire of your father. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth, because there is no truth in him. Whenever he speaks a lie, he speaks from his own nature, for he is a liar and the father of lies. That's the nature of the devil. The devil is a liar and the father of lies. That's his job. That's his job. The job of the devil is lying to people, deceiving people. He is using all means to bring people into into distraction and into his kingdom. To bring them into his kingdom. We read 2 Corinthians 11:3. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that's in Jesus Christ. So he's telling them, you don't be simple. They're gonna be, he's cunning to deceive you. He's a deceiver. He deceived the woman, and now he's ready to deceive you. But you don't have to be simple. You have to stand up and fight the devil. 2 Corinthians chapter 11 verses 13 to 15. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ. These are the nature of false prophets, false workers, false miracle workers who just work for the kingdom of the devil. And no marvel, do not wonder, do not marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. He transforms himself into an angel of light. It is difficult to differentiate between the angel of light and the devil, because he transforms himself. His thing is deceitful. He deceits. He is a cunning one. He deceives people to the utmost. He is a master deceiver. So we can know that he is not like we know that the devil is not a foolish clown and go around and try to just make something which doesn't make sense. But he is a master deceiver. He tries to deceive people by any means, and he transforms himself into an angel of light. Therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of light, righteousness, whose end shall be according to their work. So God will reward them, but they are deceivers, they are deceitful. So the nature of the devil is deceitful. He is a deceiver. Now we go to Revelation chapter 12 verse 9. Revelation, the book of Revelation chapter 12 verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent, that's the devil, called the devil and Satan, which deceives the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So he was thrown into the down into the earth to deceive mankind. He is a deceiver who deceives the whole world. Come on. The devil deceives the whole world. He is, the master deceiver. That's his nature. Oh, we know the devil says, in the name of, I take refuge in Allah. Well, that's a way of deception. He is not going to say all kind of negative things against something, Allah or anything. If he is a deceiver, he has to deceive that way. That's the way he deceives people. Now, let's go to the Quran and see. But they, the Jews, were deceptive, and Allah was deceptive. What? Allah was deceptive? For Allah is the best of the deceivers. Wow. وَمَكَرُوا وَمَكَرَ Allahu wa Allahu khaira al-makarina. That's Surah 3, Quran 354. Quran 354. Look, he's a deceiver. He says, I'm a deceiver. I mean, if Allah is God, why he has to be deceiving other people? Why he has to be deceiving? Is that his nature? I mean, why? Why? I mean, if people are deceiver, has God, their God, has to be a deceiver? That's the people nature. If they deceive to try to deceive Allah, that's the nature of the people. Why then he also is a deceiver? Why? A deceiver is a very, very negative connotation. It has negative connotation. It's not good. The best of the deceivers is, according to the Bible, this is like the description of the devil. The description of the devil. And let's see another verse. Are they then secure from Allah's deception? Makra Allahi, none deems himself secure from Allah's deception. Makra Allahi, say folks that perish. Quran 799. Quran 799. He says Allah is a deceiver. He's deceiving people. I mean, why? Why, to my Muslim friends, I have a question. Why Allah has to be a deceiver? If the deception belongs to the devil, why he has to inherit the very nature of the devil to to work to deal with the people, who are deceived by the devil? So if we can conclude from here, and then another also you can add Quran 53, 17 to 21, that they call it satanic verses. In the satanic verses that Muhammad was commanding the people to worship Al-Uzza, Al-Mana, Al-Uzza, Allat, and Manat, three of the idols, and they call it the satanic verses. Why? I mean, how come you say it is not from Satan, the devil, Shaitan, and when we see all these kind of things in the Quran and in the Hadith? So the thing is, everything is just a joke. It's a joke. If we consider it, if we see it, I don't believe that the Quran was written by God. I don't believe, because these verses and other verses are the witness that it is not from God. Thank you, and I want to hear from, especially from Muslims, and I want to know about this thing. Thank you and take care. Bye.